Welcome back to the channel as we take on the BPS 400.
We have now done 421 Ks and we've been in the saddle for 25 hours. And I think we're at breaking point. Yeah, feeling pretty rubbish, not gonna lie.
The BPS 400 is a 436 kilometre bike race and takes in some of the amazing countryside through southeast Queensland. If you haven't already, it would be wonderful if you could hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And if you've got any questions, down there in the comments and we'll do our best to answer them.
At the start line, Koach'D train station, we have about 430 kilometres to go. It is 6:08. Ready to roll, Rooster?
Yoo-hoo, let's do this.
Countryside out here is beautiful, as you can see, mostly farming and forestry. And for the most part, the start of the race was pretty straightforward.
Right, we've made it to Fernvale, so we're about an hour in. Just having a quick stop, set to make a quick bike adjustment. Track pretty tacky. They've had a bunch of rain out here in the last 2 nights. A couple of big storms have rolled through and the track's a lot slower than expected. We're officially about 5% done, so only 95% of the ride to go.
As we roll out of Esk, we head through some of the small towns in the region, through Lowood and then Kaminya, and you can see the remnants of the old train stations. At this stage, the weather is perfect, there's a nice little tailwind, and we're just cruising along, enjoying the sights and sounds until we get to Esk. From Fernvale to Esk is again mostly farming land and countryside, but you do start to encounter some of the old bridges and creeks that haven't been rebuilt from when the railway line was operational. Some of these can get a bit challenging, especially for newer riders, and one of these we got off and walked across, although in hindsight, looking back, definitely could have just walked through the creek. Climbing. Most of the gradients are fairly gentle. The longest climb between Koach'D and Esk is rolling over Mount Hallen, which goes for a couple of kilometres and averages around 3%. Now Esk was our first stop. Here we planned on filling up our water because we knew we had a long stretch ahead of us.
Oh, we're 65 Ks in, so we've got about another 380 to go. Not feeling too bad. Stopped and filled our packs up because we've got a long stretch, we think about 5 or 6 hours with no access to water. So, filled them up, carrying it. So I've got about 2.5 litres on my back of water and then another 2 and a bit litres on the bike.
The temperature at this stage was forecast to hit around about 30 degrees and it was beautiful. The sun was out, there was a nice tailwind, we're cruising along and it's all happy days. We were loving it.
Okay, it's about 6 hours or so.
40 degrees.
Garmin just told me it was 39 point odd degrees, so
I'm nearly out of water.
we're on the side of the road here. And we're going to cool off for a second. Just dunked the jersey and the head in the dam because there's a bit of a breeze blowing. So good. Great way to drop the body temperature. Not a bad spot either. Look at that. Oh wow. We just dropped down that ridge line, which is one of the steepest hills I've ever been down. And then we've just come up this, which you can just see Rooster in the background there. That's the flat bit and it's about 7%. I looked down once and it was 17. And I reckon the 16, 17 went for 700-800 meters. Holy crap. That just cooked me. Absolutely cooked me. We've got about 8 k's to go to Blackbutt, where we're gonna refuel. We've been going for about 9 hours elapsed time. Whew. We've been hitting close to 40 degrees and we're almost out of water. We were saved by the creek at the bottom here and I got a filter, so thank goodness for that. How tough was that, Roosty? That tough.
We definitely underestimated how long it would take us to get from Esk through to Blackbutt, and we definitely underestimated how hot it was going to get.
All right, so we've made it about 145 k's. We just stopped at the local spa IGA thing and grabbed a bit of hydration, a bit of food, quick snack. We're going to fill up the bottles and the packs and head through to Nanango, which is about 35 k's. But at the rate we've been going, that's probably close to 3 hours. So we'll see how we go. Anyway, we're not feeling too bad. It was a bit of a rough stage there. That was long and hard. That's the longest, probably 80 k's I've done, and probably one of the hardest. How's that gravel biking going, Christy? Fully sick? Whoa! That was close. I know where they go. Oh, yeah, one bike's gone that way. 2 bikes are going that way. This would be so much fun on a mountain bike. Yeah, should have just gone left.
On a mountain bike, this trail would have been so much fun. But on a loaded up gravel bike and my skill set, it definitely challenged me, and there was a lot of hiker bike. There was some really, really steep, rutted out sections and some really rocky sections that we were just unable to ride.
We go again. The yellow brick road.
So I went into town and bought dinner. We were pretty buggered, and a family-sized pizza between two of us was just what the doctor ordered, and I can tell you it was one of the best pizzas I've ever had. I'm not sure if that's because of how tired I was or because it was actually the best pizza I've ever had. So we've made it to Nanango, about 180 k's in, and we've stopped for dinner. Pizza. Not gonna lie, that section from Esk to Black Butt really took it out of us. It was hot. I think it got too close to 40 degrees for some periods of time there. So that's buckled us, not gonna lie, but I know we're gonna push on till we can't. Not feeling too bad. Butt's a bit sore. That's also expected.
So good.
12 hours of riding, about 16 to go. Dinner. So it's 1 AM, we've done, what, 250 k's, Rooster?
Yeah, something like that.
About 250 k's, we've been going for 19 hours, just under 19 hours since we started this morning. Elapsed time. It's starting to get into the witching hours. We know we've got about 5 climbs in the next 40 k's to do. One of them's about 7 k's. So
Now we're off road again.
And we are
In gnarly territory.
in the bush with some cool shit going on. Anyway, we'll keep cracking on, see where we end up. Morning, Roosty.
Is it morning?
Day
now?
2. Day 2. It is 10 past 5.
And we are 274 kilometres.
274 k's done.
3,800 metres of elevation.
Rolling into Jimna, a little tiny township in the hinterland of the Sunshine Coast, just north of Kilcoy. We lay down on the deck of the community hall and had a 10-minute nap. And it's amazing what 10 minutes will do. You just feel so refreshed after just closing your eyes, what feels like for a second, and all of a sudden you're up and ready to go. Leaving Jimna, we have what I believe is one of the great descents in southeast Queensland. Long, flowing bitumen road, no traffic around, that made how we were feeling disappear for a little while. It was so good just to not have to pedal and just roll down these beautiful bitumen roads. So after being awake for about 28 hours, we decided to stop and have a bit of a nap. We're in Kilcoy and slept for about 20 minutes. So we just jumped up and we're about to hit the road again. Hopefully get back in a reasonable time. We've got about 120 k's to go. We have now done 421 k's and we've been in the saddle for 25 hours and 29 minutes, and I think we're at breaking point. Like, everything is sore, everything hurts. It's just, you just can't get comfortable. The good news is we've only got about 17 k's to go, but yeah, feeling pretty rubbish, not gonna lie. It's a bit of a struggle,
Yeah.
that's for sure, but looking forward to getting it done. The final bit of the rough section.
go. Last section. Done. 436.6 kilometers. The BPS 400. Definitely one of the hardest things I've done.
Oh yeah.
We say
My butt is sore.
26 hours in the saddle, 36 hours elapsed time, 5,000 meters of climbing. Yeah, rooted. All right, that's enough from me. I'm going home for a shower.